Hello, welcome to the new episode. Today we're going to
Hello.
be talking about,
What we always talk about.
which
We don't
is
know.
we don't know.
We,
We
we
don't
never
know.
know.
Yeah, my life has been occupied by the FIFA Football World Cup.
I have been
That's
following because my office
nice.
peeps are into it.
Oh, nice. What team are they supporting? Their country, I suppose.
No, there's this thing in the office that I feel a lot of people do is that they randomly assign teams to people.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So everyone got assigned two teams. I
Hmm.
got assigned the I got Bosnia
Oh
and
no. Hey, they didn't
and
do
New
too bad.
Zealand.
They didn't do too bad.
I got Bosnia and New Zealand. I was like, I was out of this.
You didn't even get to the knockouts.
No, nothing.
Yeah. But the World Cup has been extremely fun. I think it's a good distraction also to just have because one, it's relentless. There were matches every day. There were multiple matches in a day. So even if I had work, I could be playing the match in the back. In the evenings, I don't know what to choose to watch. It's almost like the decision was made for me. In the evening, 6 p.m., there's a match pretty much every day. It was great. Only the last week has been a struggle because now we're in the semis and finals, and it's going to be over tomorrow.
Yeah, I realized you spoke about decisions and it made things easier. I realized it made small talk easier for me. That
Yes, it's great, right? Because
starting
no,
conversation to every meeting. Did you watch the
yep,
match last night?
yep,
Yes.
yep. Yeah, it's like so easy. Even when I'm hanging out with friends, also sometimes if I'm going through these phases where I'm not really doing much in life, like not cooking properly, or not sleeping properly, or not eating properly, or not working out properly, it's difficult to meet people because you generally talk about these things, right? Oh, what are you doing? And then they'll talk about their day and stuff. Like I have
Yeah.
nothing to really say, so I'll avoid it. But if it's the excuse is to like watch a match together or talk about a match, it's great, right? The conversation is always something else, not about
Yeah.
yourself.
And it's replaced like weather small talk. Now,
Yeah,
not as much weather small talk happens since FIFA started, I feel.
right. Yeah, whether small talk
Now,
is the worst. The worst.
it's
I
always, yeah, it
yeah,
makes things, at least it's less awkward when people are talking about weather, I feel. It just makes
right,
it bearable.
right. What is the other kind? Like the kind of small talk or just the talk. Even if I'm meeting new people, I'll I would prefer talking about like if someone's really interested in something or passionate about something or something, it's nice to talk about. Like I generally don't prefer to just talk about myself or like anything that I am doing. I'd rather talk about something that I am interested in or doing. But maybe that's just me.
Yeah, it's just like every time there's a meeting, we have like 1 minute or 2 minutes where people are still joining. But if you've joined on time or if you've joined early,
Hmm.
you have that few minutes where it's like,
You have to say, hey
okay, now what do
guys,
you
good
do?
afternoon. What are you guys
And
doing?
then there's the awkward either the weather talk or just like it's not enough time to have a like a intense discussion or on any topic or
Right,
anything too deep. So it
right,
has to be surface level talk, and it's usually
right.
weather. And now it's the World Cup,
Hmm.
which which has been interesting. It's a good
Yeah,
switch. I like it.
yeah, it's nice. Or else it's usually the meetings would go, you unmute, you say a few things, hi, good afternoon, or say something. And then everyone mutes themselves and just waits in silence for people
I
to
like
join in.
I accept that. I don't
I love
mind that.
it. I love the fact
Yeah.
that you can just like, don't let's just mute and continue our work because there's not much to talk right now.
Yeah. What's playing on the screen behind you?
I'm just playing some music in the back.
Yeah, it reminded me of I don't know why it gave me this feeling of those early 2000 movies where there were
Screensaver.
big not
Oh,
screensaver, just
movies.
like movies in which there's always like something running in the background. Like even in Kabhi
Right.
Khushi Kabhi Gum, there's just like something, some
Something
music
playing.
video. Yeah, some cool music video running in the background.
Right. I do this sometimes because it'll remind me of the old days of watching 9XM or any of those music channels because it was just playing in the background. If I couldn't find, are you a channel? How did you watch TV, by the way? Did you watch a lot of TV when you were young, or were you an outdoorsy kid?
I was outdoorsy kid mostly. Surprisingly.
Okay. Yeah,
Could not have guessed.
yeah. I
But
wouldn't have guessed. Yeah.
But I had TV limitations. My mom was very
Oh.
strict up till even when I was 20, even now, you're
Hmm.
not allowed to use the TV before noon. So
Oh wow.
I had to get special permission if there was a special cartoon coming, but
Hmm.
otherwise I couldn't watch TV before noon.
I'd say that's
So,
a good rule for
and
kids.
there was given TV time. I
Hmm.
Yeah, so I wasn't much, there was never TV playing in the background in
Hmm.
my, but then I got my first laptop and things took a turn.
Yep. Yeah. Once you get that device in your hand, there's no stopping you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I
What
was
about
a
you?
purely indoorsy kid, so I
Yeah.
have a very deep relationship with my television. Because that's all I would do. There was not much else. It's either that games as a kid, yeah, that's it. Nothing else. Play some games or watch some TV.
Surprisingly, I wasn't a very big binger as a kid. Like I didn't
Mm.
binge watch stuff
Hmm.
for the longest time. Again, until I was like, I think 1920, I didn't like chocolates. I didn't eat.
Hmm.
The only chocolate that I could tolerate in my teenage was 5 star, and that's all I ate. Like whenever I
Right.
wanted, and that too one
Yeah.
bite and then yeah. So didn't it was very different.
Yeah. Honestly,
But
same. I'm still not the biggest fan of chocolates. I never
yeah,
was. I was more of a biscuit guy. I would hog on hide and seek all the fucking time.
I think
Yeah.
when I started liking it, and I realized it wasn't good for me, and I
Hmm.
started restricting myself, then the appeal grew more. And then
Hmm.
I
Oh.
let go of the restriction, and then the
Hmm.
appeal disappeared. It was interesting.
Interesting, interesting. Because I have the exact opposite experience where I would like something and then I realize it's not good for me and I'll put a restriction on it. And I get a huge aversion to having these things again. It's the same with me and
You put a
soda.
restriction and you stick to it. Like it's
Yeah,
easier for you to stick to it.
yeah. After some time of having a restriction, it's like I get the ick or something, and something just changes, and I
Oh.
am not able to go back to it. This happened with a lot of junk food. There was a time I would eat a lot out or a lot of biscuits and all these things. Then I realized it was very unhealthy. Then I just stopped for a few months and I couldn't go back again. It was the same with soda. I used to have a lot of Fanta, Miranda all the time. And I stopped it because it was just too unhealthy. And then, yeah, I just very rarely have it now.
I, I this is very interesting because
Yeah,
the reason I stopped liking chocolate was because once I binge ate a melted Cadbury and then I got the ick. Like I felt
right,
disgusted after it because I was
mm,
just like this. I want to throw up and I don't
right,
like it.
right.
Same with like I had as a kid I had tomato flavored lace once and I felt sick. I hated it
Oh,
after that and I still can't tolerate it. It just gives
right.
me the ick.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
so it's not after putting the restriction, it's just
S-
immediately as soon as I
right.
get the ick, I can't eat it
Right.
or
Some
come
physical
forward with it.
reaction happened and we
Yeah.
couldn't continue. Same thing happened with me and Maggie once, where I ate Maggie and I threw up everything. Okay. And I could not eat Maggie for so long and I was so disappointed because just the smell of Maggie would make me
Oh.
almost flinch. So I couldn't have it for a long time. And then finally it was over and I could have Maggie again. Lifesaver.
Yeah, my body has not gone back to things that I didn't like. It
Mm.
just it stays forever.
Yeah, I think that is common. If you have like a physical reaction, sometimes most people just can't get
It's
back into it.
interesting because it's also not just with food for me, it's also with like one of the internships I did, I
Mm,
uh I was really pushing myself through it and I
mm,
felt sick during that.
mm.
And after that I just couldn't work with them because I was like, this thing made me sick and I
Right,
can't do this anymore.
right.
So
Yeah.
it's not just food, it's anything where my body has like a really severe reaction to something. My mind
Mm,
just goes like, nope, can't do. Even though
mm,
I didn't fall sick per se because of that specific internship, it just
mm.
the week was had been heavy. There's just a lot
Right,
going on, and I just remember working when I was sick and like in office pushing myself, and then I was just like, nope, will not do this again. Cannot live life like this. I do not want to be sick and be forced to work on a desk. I do
right,
not.
right. Yeah, no, I get it. Even with work, when I was at my previous job in India, it was the same. I think something about the work or what I was doing, it got so much that even though I knew I had to do something, I just, I needed like a massive amount of energy and will to really sit
Yeah.
down and get that work done. Because no matter how much I put my mind into it, I just did not get the interest.
And there's so
So
much
it was a
stressful
mammoth
things.
task.
Like
Yeah,
your mind and body are at conflict to something. It's just like,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, that's with a lot of things as well now. If there are any like day-to-day tasks,
yes.
like cooking, for example, uh,
You
I don't
had one
know.
meal today.
I had one
Just
meal today,
one.
which is also outside. I went to have some nice dosa here. So
And outside dosa doesn't count. Dosa is nice
it was
everywhere.
great. And we found this, there's a place called Bangalore Tindi Garage where they make like for Bangalore style masala dosas. And I was just craving it. And so me and my friend went today. Oh my God, what an experience. I'm so happy.
I would also like some dosa.
Yeah, I was just craving it. It was so good. So yeah, I guess that still doesn't count. And it's a weekend, so weekend breakfast dosa is like staple Bangalorean thing to do. That's why I kind of felt like it. Because every weekend when I was in Bangalore, some morning is dosa. We hit up some dosa joint.
I haven't gone out for weekend breakfast in a while. It has been long.
Mm,
Like it used
you
to
should
be,
go.
yeah.
Because I like going out and eating in the morning. I don't know, I kind of feel fresh when I go out in the morning. So I need something, especially something like dosa, idli, sambar is like very homely
Yeah.
food at least. So it was
Yeah.
nice.
And it's just like a different environment. I don't know, there's like a something special
Right,
around it. And
right.
last breakfast food thing that I went for, like that I remember so distinctly, was my dad once woke me up on a weekend, and we
Hmm.
were in Gujarat, like we were staying there, and we went to all these tiny Gujarati joints, and we got all
Right.
Gujarati fried
So
breakfast. We
good.
collected
So good.
different kinds of it, and then
Hmm.
it was like a haul. And
Right.
then we sat down and he had all these different kinds of Gujarati breakfast
Right.
snacks.
My That's awesome. Another big reason why I love the morning outing is you don't need to dress up or do anything. You can just get up and I can just wash my face, brush my teeth, and go out and get stuff. But in the afternoon or evening, if I'm going out, you generally go, I don't know, I feel like I have to wear outside clothes and wear something and go. But breakfast, at least when I used to go in Bangalore, it was just, as you said, joints, right? So you just go chill, eat, and come back.
Yeah.
So yeah, low barrier of exit. Barrier of exit.
I have realized ever since the pandemic ended, ever since COVID and social media got big,
Hmm.
there's a lot of pressure on people to dress up now. It's
Yeah.
like a, in India at least I've noticed things have changed.
Right.
Like people are dressing up way more than they used to.
Way
It was
more.
very
Way
normal
more.
to just
Dude.
go out in home clothes and eat. And it's not just, I realized that people also treat you differently based on how you're dressed. And it's
Correct.
just very like normal now. I know
Mm.
I was there earlier too, but
Mm.
not as much as it is now. Like,
Yeah.
because I have tested this personally. It's like it was
Yeah.
like I didn't do it on purpose. It's just like
Mm.
once I went out not dressed up and I noticed how people talk to you when like
Right.
or pay attention. I'm talking about like restaurants and servers and
Correct.
stuff.
Correct. Yeah.
And when you go dressed up and how you get treated. It's just very different.
It's very
Which is
different.
it's not really fair because you're paying customer either way, so
Yeah, it
it
doesn't
shouldn't
really
be a
matter. But yeah, the way
different.
you present yourself matters. This point you brought up about how there are more people dressing up in India than before, 100% legit. Because every time I've, there's a noticeable change in the last
Yeah.
6 years, I'd say, because COVID was 2020. So I know how the world was pre 2020 and how people were. But now it's completely different. I see so many
Um,
people dressed
yeah.
up, having their own styles, which is nice, but
It's
also
nice. It's
different.
really nice. But I'm just like, I feel like there's been a lot of sales for clothes as well. Like, that means
Mm,
there are a lot of clothes that are being discarded too, or
right.
it's a lot of pressure. There
And a lot more
wasn't that much,
companies within India coming up, right?
a
Lot
lot of
more
fast
fashion.
fashion.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's,
lots.
hmm. Yeah, but it's nice to dress up and go. I also feel very good when I dress up and go out. So, it just, uh, it- I don't know. There's like my brain's also sort of there are two ways to it because
Mm,
one is it's really nice to dress up and go out. Then the other is it's a lot more influenced by social media,
mm,
which I don't like that part about it.
right.
That that there's a lot more pressure in a way on people, and there's a lot more judgment to all of this. It's not
Mm,
just yeah.
right. And also, like anything, there are trends, right? You can see someone on the street and know that, okay, I've seen this look on social media or somewhere before.
Yeah.
So trends are also changing, and you see the reflection of it everywhere you go.
Just it's it's been a lot of changes. I feel like I've just started going out in India after
Mm,
2020, like after the
mm,
pandemic. I feel I skipped 6 years and now I'm going out and the world has changed.
yeah,
It just it's like that movie. Have you watched that Brendan Fraser movie where there's his family builds like a bunker and they I forgot the name of the movie.
the
Um,
whale. No, not the whale.
no, no, the
The
way it's the movie where they are in a bunker and he gets born in the bunker and they think that there's been a nuclear explosion, so they
oh, I
don't know
have
how. You've
Brendan
not watched
Fraser
the
movie.
movie? It's a
No,
super cool movie because his family his dad builds like a bunker for because there
right.
was a war going on
Hmm.
and they had just hit Japan, so they assumed Japan will hit them back. And there
Hmm.
was like a plane crash, and they thought, oh, it's a nuclear
Blast from
explosion
the
that's happening.
past. Blast
Blast
from the
from the past.
past. Is that the one?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I have not seen this. This is like OG Brendan Fraser comedy.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Because he goes out in the world after 30 years and he's
Uh,
been raised in a bunker for 30 years and he's
oh
going
wow.
out and
Okay.
he's just like the world has changed and the outlet from where he goes out like gets to the real world is
Hmm.
the base has become like an adult movie store or a bookstore, so his
Right.
dad goes out and he's like, the world has changed. Things are very different now. And he's
Oh
like, you should
wow.
not go out. But the food's getting over, and he's like, he has to venture out and figure out stuff. So they go out.
This sounds like my kind of comedy. I'll give it a watch.
Yeah, and then it's like he falls in love with someone else. So, but it's just like different
It's
worlds.
right. Very fish out of water comedy, but
Yeah.
with the bunker angle. There's another 90s movie with Brendan Fraser, which is very similar, not similar, but like a fish out of water comedy kind of story. It's called Encino Man. And he plays
Oh.
like a Neanderthal, did he like time travel or he was frozen or something? And he's in the present and he's with this dude, this young guy. I think the young guy is played by Samwise, uh, I think, right? Is it Samwise Gamgee or is it a different guy? Yeah, it is him. It's played by Sean Astin. So it's so funny. It's so funny. And it's similar. He's like this old guy. He doesn't know anything about the modern world. He can't even speak the language. And it's all the comedy that ensues from it.
Brendan Fraser did such random movies, no?
Dude, he did
Like you
so many
look at his,
comedies in the 90s. Yeah.
but then he did Mummy as well. It's
Yep.
just
That's
like
what he's
such
known
a
for.
random mix of movies this man's doing.
Mommy, have you seen George of the Jungle? He did again another
Yeah,
comedy in
of
the
course.
90s. Yeah,
Yes.
90s was his like comedy
Like
era, I
even
guess. So many.
Bedazzled or just like such random movies.
Yep.
Anything's happening.
Yep. Oh man, I miss those days. Encino
Yeah,
Man. I've
he
not thought of Encino Man in so long. You brought this up and I was like, oh my God, Ben and Fraser 90s comedy. There's like whole treasure trove.
Did you
Yeah.
ever watch these Gods Must Be Crazy series?
Oh yeah, they used to play it on movies now or something all the time.
Like, I know my dad found CDs of it when I was younger, and I was obsessed with those movies. I don't know
So
why.
good.
It's
Yeah, they were
so
so
good.
good. Yeah, no,
And
they're
then
awesome.
I grew up and I started asking people, and they're like, "What is this stupid movie?" And they never heard of it. It's like it's amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah, I caught this. As I said, I was an indoorsy kid. So at some point, if I was not, I was watching a lot of cartoons and anime when I was a kid, and at some point, I started watching a lot of movies. And then yeah, God Must Be Crazy. I was watching like because my brother was watching it, and I was like, oh, this looks interesting. What is this? And I was just sitting there and
Yeah.
watching. I couldn't take my eyes off. It's hilarious and it's such a fun movie.
And the thing is, it's like if you look at it, you're just like see someone watching it, you would be like, someone's watching a documentary. Like you're not
Yeah.
like my first instinct was, I don't want to watch a documentary. I don't know what you're
Yep.
making me watch. I don't want to watch it.
Yep.
And then I got hooked onto it. It was so good.
Yeah, God Must Be Crazy was awesome. No, some other great 80s. Tom Hanks also did a lot of amazing
Yeah.
comedies in the 80s. They're hilarious. I had a whole, at some point in my life, I was just hooked onto watching Tom Hanks movies. So I just went through the whole catalog. Joe versus the Volcano, Dragnet, The Burbs, uh, so
My
many.
we didn't watch a lot of TV, but my dad was very into movies, so he would
Hmm.
get these DVDs or like CDs with like
Re-
5 movies in one, 5 Brendan Fraser
Correct,
movies in one.
correct.
So that's how we watched movies. It was just
Hmm.
like an event. It was always an event at home that we were
Right.
gonna watch something.
I'll sit and watch something. Nice.
Uh,
It became a tradition to do, right? Just
yeah, it didn't stay. Like after I got older, we didn't watch it like that. But like when I was
mm,
younger, I remember one summer, when I was 13, 12, 13, my dad made me sit and watch all the Star Wars movies. Then
ooh, awesome.
it's just yeah, it was a lot of I when I was a kid, he made me watch Lord of the Rings. And after that, I want to sit and watch it again, but when I was a kid, it gave me such nightmares that I could never watch it again.
Right.
So,
Is your dad
and
a huge fan of movies? He watched a lot of movies back in the day.
yeah, I think so because he also made me watch Sound of Music, and Sound of Music used to come in 4 CD collection because
Yeah,
it couldn't fit
VCD, because it
on.
was VCDs. Yeah. It's a 3.5 hour movie. So
So it's like you are switching
correct,
CDs.
correct. Yeah,
Oh, and such long songs. And as a kid, you don't have that much of an attention span. I was like, why are they singing so much? I understand Indian movies also have music, but it's not like
right. It's not the
every,
same. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Sound of Music is different kind of songs, not like Bollywood songs.
yeah.
Your dad was basically testing the waters. He was like, oh, let me see what kind of movies she likes. So he tested all the genres. He went into Lord of the Rings fantasies, sci-fi
Yeah.
with Star Wars, musicals.
He did all of it. I don't think I should have watched all these movies that young because it did affect my brain.
Yeah. Star
Yeah.
Wars is okay. Star Wars is a children's movie. Lord of the Rings
Yeah,
may be a
Star
bit
Wars,
too intense for a kid.
yeah, it was intense, especially like that. I forgot the elf looking guy. Like,
Orlando Bloom,
uh,
whoever,
no,
I
the
forgot his
Dobby
name.
looking guy. Uh, G
Oh,
sound.
Gollum.
Gollum. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like it
Yeah.
just
No, not for a
it's
kid.
very, especially when you were watching Harry Potter around the same time, and then you see this guy looking like Dumbledore, but it's not like it's all very confusing.
Hmm.
This guy
Hmm.
looks like Dobby, but it's not. It's just like, where is my magic and night? Like good
Right.
stuff and happy stuff, and then this.
This is just
Yeah.
dark, brooding.
So in my head, I have it. I feel like Lord of the Rings has this heavy dark cloud over it, which I need to push and watch it again because I would like to experience it.
Right. Yeah. I guess it is a good time to watch Lord of the Rings. Because number one, those movies hold up like anything. They do not look like movies made in 1999
Yeah.
and 2000s and whatnot. So that's already great. And yeah, I mean, it's Lord of the Rings. But to be fair, I watched it maybe a couple of times. I've seen it, but I don't go back to those movies as often because yeah, I don't know. It's the fantasy aspect of it seems, as you said, a bit too much. So I've seen Harry Potter like the infinite number of times. I can't even count because it's so
Yeah,
easily
I
rewatchable.
same. But I don't know. I stopped watching Harry Potter after like I haven't watched Harry Potter movies in a while.
Mm,
And I think I'm making my like adding some distance so when I watch it again, it doesn't feel like it feels like it has been a while because it just
right.
I've read the books also multiple times and now I
Yeah.
feel I know it in my heart, but I need to create
Mm.
some distance so I can come back to it.
Yep. Yep. It's the same with me and Star Wars. So I think I consumed so much of Star Wars and I was so deep into it, and now I'm as far away removed from it as you can think. Most of these shows that come out, I'm not really interested in watching, even if they're good. Just like I don't know, man. Something about Star Wars, I need to keep my distance now. At some point, I'll sit and rewatch or watch these things again.
Yes,
But
yeah,
yeah,
same.
right now it's no go on Star Wars.
But it's very interesting how you also have the same thing. It
Yeah,
sounds very like to if I put it like I just did, put it in words that I need to distance it because I have loved it too
right,
much. It
right,
just sounds weird when people are like,
right.
why?
Yeah, I guess
But
this happens if you go too deep into something. I've seen this with a
yeah,
lot of my other friends who also love manga or anime, especially with One Piece, because it's such a vast story. We all have periods where like it consumes our life, okay, and like we talk about it like we're writing a thesis on it, okay, and like every week we catch up with a new chapter, we talk about it, we consume stuff around it, we read different translations, everything. But then we'll go 6 to 8 months without even having a thought about it because we were just too deep into it. So maybe
yeah.
it's that going too deep into a certain thing aspect that we just have with everything that causes this.
Yeah, but I feel like that's recurring for not just things that I love too much, anything that I have been consuming and
Yeah,
the thing has been consuming me.
yeah,
I need some distance. Like if I read a book and then I was all in it, then I can't read another book immediately.
right.
I need to just like take a few days to
Yeah,
chill,
yeah,
not do anything. Same with
right.
shows. I
Hmm.
just can't just jump into something else.
Fully agreed. Even with movies now, there were like if you 3 months ago, if you saw my letterboxd, I have like 30 or 40 movies in that month or 25 movies in that month, whatever the number is, because I would just watch so many movies. But now it'll be like two or three, barely, because I am just not in the mood to watch movies, or it has to be something so specific that I am interested in watching and I'll watch it. Like the Odyssey. Cool, I'm going to go watch the Odyssey because, of course, yay,
That's
I'm hyped.
exciting.
Yeah, so excited for that. What else? There's this new Chinese filmmaker I found, and I'm obsessed with him. So I've been going down his filmography one by one. That's been fun. And that's it,
What is
I
the
guess.
person called?
His name's, well, I don't know how to pronounce this, so I'll try my
Okay.
best. It's called, I think his name is Zhe Zhangke, I think, or
Okay.
Jie Zhangke or something
What
like that.
kind of movies are these?
So his movies, you know how they talk about how like a filmmaker only ever makes one kind of movie. Like if you see Zoe Akhtar and you go through her filmography, you'll find a
Yeah.
pattern in pretty much every movie, right? It's always about something.
Yes.
Even Nolan movies is always about someone coming back home or coming back to normalcy. That's his theme. It's always that theme. Interstellar, it's in Tenet, it's in maybe Oppenheimer's the exception, but yeah, some common themes. They always make one kind of movie. This guy, his whole thing is he wants to uh, document how the rapid evolution of China affects the people who live there. Okay, uh,
That's interesting.
and it's so cool. Every movie he does this, and every movie is about how sudden rapid evolution. Either the people who are living in this environment are just not able to cope with the sudden changes, and it's how their life is in disarray, or just how the the rapidness of the change, right? It's so difficult to comprehend sometimes. So he does a great job in that movie. And he has like the most like unique settings for his movies. There's one movie called Still Life. So, and this actually happened in China, a project where they were going to build a new dam across these hills. So there were a bunch of towns in the valley that were all going to be submerged in some number of years. So they started building cities on top of these hills and started relocating all these people into the new cities. Okay. And he makes this movie in that, and they started having these attractions where you can go visit these towns, lower valley towns, for the last time because they're going to be submerged in water. Okay. And he puts a romantic story in that setting. And it's amazing. It's like, wow, this is like crazy. The kind of, he's talking about a romantic story, but also the passage of time and how these things are changing. And his cinematography is just breathtaking. It's out of this world. Then there's another movie called The World, where again it's like an amusement park somewhere in China. I forgot the name of the town, but they have all the 7, 8 wonders of the world built, like miniatures built in this one amusement park. So you can, the whole concept of it, or you can visit the entire world in this one place. So you can visit India, you can visit Japan, you can visit all these. It's like an amusement park, but to visit these things. And the movie is about the workers who work at this amusement park.
Oh.
And it's crazy because the setting keeps changing. Okay, one minute you see all these Chinese people in front of the Taj Mahal and doing a dance. Next thing they're in front of the Eiffel Tower having like dinner, and so it's very surreal. But at the same time, then the same. This movie also talks about the uh, how China affects how the rapid growth of China affects them because this is built by the government so that people in metropolitan areas can come visit, but people from rural areas come to make a living there. And yeah, so all of his movies have one a fascinating setting that like you would never think of, and have some really cool stories to tell in those places. So I've been obsessed with this guy because his movies are amazing.
Y- Before I traveled, like I started to travel on my own, I used to watch a lot of movies and I felt like I'm understanding culture or like
Hmm.
getting a better perspective of a country by watching their stuff,
Hmm.
watching shows, watching movies, and it just tells you so much more about a country.
Yeah.
And then lately, I've been realizing that the stuff that goes out and what people watch of India or
Hmm.
from India is not exactly as representative of the nation, but of course, a small or a
Small
chunk.
aspect of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's interesting because I realize all the international movies I watched at film festivals
Right.
from Spain, from different countries, weren't actually as representative as when you
Right.
actually go in the, it's a
Correct.
microscopic view
Yeah,
of something. But
yeah.
it is, I get it is representing something. It's just not like what the country represents.
Never. I don't think any movie
Yeah.
can do that either because there's just
But
like
it's
so
like
many
when you watch it, you
complications.
just assume because it's your
Right.
first time, you've never been there, it just
Hmm.
feels like it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. That's why I think different filmmakers and the more you watch, the more you learn. But yeah, no one movie can ever really do it. That's why even this movie, it has a very small aspect of it. It's like, okay, how this aspect of China affected these kind of people in these settings. And that's pretty much it. Uh, but yeah, India movies, I don't know. If I have to go off the top of my head, what are five popular Indian movies that are popular out there in the world? Three Idiots is one for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh,
Slumdog Millionaire, which
Slumdog
is not
Millionaire, which
Indian
is,
that way,
yeah,
but they get
sure.
a Indian
Danny Boyle, they
representation.
get the credit.
Yeah.
Now
And
Bahubali and RRR are huge. So those two have
yes.
made waves.
Uh,
Those two for sure.
yeah. Even in Philippines, my driver, like one of the cab drivers was like, "Oh, I watched Bahubali." And then I
Yeah,
said, "Do you watch the second part?" He's like, "Yeah, we watched the second part also." It's like,
yeah,
oh, yeah.
yeah. Bahubali and RRR are big internationally. They're huge.
And what is that movie that came that was everywhere recently at all film festivals, the Indian movie?
All we imagine
Last
is
year.
light.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah. But it was
that
still a
too.
very film crowd. It was a very film festival crowd that watched All We
Yeah, it
Imagine is
was,
Light.
but
Yeah,
people did sort of
true.
think of him after
Yeah,
that.
it was good because I think